We suffer more in imagination than in reality. You've probably heard it. It sounds wise, comforting. But most people completely misunderstand what it actually means. They think it's telling them to worry less, to not overthink, to stop imagining worst-case scenarios. And while that's true on the surface, the real meaning runs far deeper. It's not just about anxiety. It's about how your mind creates prisons and convinces you they're reality. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. This quote isn't just about fear. It's about the way we live inside stories, not facts. You weren't rejected. You imagined you were unworthy. You weren't criticized. You imagined everyone now sees you as a failure. You didn't fail at life. You imagined you've run out of time. This quote is a mirror. Not to show us what's happening, but how we distort what's happening. We project. We interpret. We exaggerate. And we don't even realize we're doing it. What upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about those things. So much of our pain doesn't come from the event, it comes from the meaning we attach to it. A breakup isn't just a breakup. It becomes I'm unlovable. A missed opportunity isn't just bad luck. It becomes I'll never succeed. Someone not replying to your message isn't just silence. It becomes a story of I don't matter. We don't suffer in reality. We suffer in narrative. And the worst part? We do it automatically, without questioning it. We rarely ask, is this actually true? Do I have evidence? Is there another way to see this? Instead, we internalize. We spiral. And the story becomes our reality. If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them. The mind is powerful, more powerful than we often realize. It can heal you. It can haunt you. It can build you up or break you down. And if you don't learn to question your mind, you'll live a life of imaginary wounds. You'll bleed from thoughts that never even happened. You'll fight battles that were never yours. You'll fear things that never arrive. That's the danger of imagination untamed. That's the tragedy this quote is pointing to. But here's the twist most people miss. Imagination is also your way out. If your mind can create fear that isn't real, it can also create peace that feels true. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That is the deeper meaning. This quote is not just a warning. It's an invitation to reclaim your mind, to interrupt your own spirals, to realize that between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space, you get to choose. You get to pause, to breathe, to rewrite the story before it writes you. Because here's the hard truth. Most people never pause. They react. They assume. They internalize. And the pain compounds, not because of reality, but because of the imagined version of it. We break our own hearts with expectations. We crush our own spirits with comparisons. We imprison ourselves in thoughts we never challenge. You are not disturbed by things, but by the view you take of them. This quote, the one that's so often misunderstood, isn't soft. It's radical. It's telling you, you are the narrator. You are the meaning maker. You are not powerless. But if you don't realize that, you'll live as a victim of every thought that crosses your mind. Let that sink in. Because we all have moments where we believe our thoughts without hesitation. I'm not enough. I'm behind. I'm always messing things up. And those thoughts feel real. Because they're familiar. Because they echo voices we've heard before. Because repetition has made them sound like truth. But that doesn't make them true. Your brain doesn't filter truth from fear. It just repeats what you've practiced. And most of us have practiced pain far more than peace. Practice yourself, for heaven's sake, in little things, and then proceed to greater. Start small. Next time the thought comes, they're ignoring me, pause. Ask, what else could be true? Next time you feel behind in life, pause. Ask, behind. According to who? Next time you assume you've failed, pause. Ask, am I defining success, or borrowing someone else's definition? That's the real work. Not positive thinking, but conscious thinking. Not delusion, but clarity. Not denial, but perspective. It is not things that upset us, but our interpretations of them. If that's true, and it is, then your freedom is not out there. It's internal. It's the story you tell. The thoughts you accept. The ones you question. And the more you question, the freer you become. So maybe today is the day to return to the quote most people misunderstand: we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Not because it sounds wise, but because it reminds you, you can suffer by accident, or heal on purpose. You can be lost in stories, or grounded in truth. You can live by fear, or lead with awareness. Because ultimately, your life isn't what happens to you. It's how you interpret what happens to you. And once you understand that, no quote will ever feel the same again.